how I actually plan my trips. So I have some information here in my notes. So I'm gonna be going over them. So let's get right into it. All right. So first thing first, what you want to do is know what type of trips you want to go on. So are you a luxury person? Are you an adventure? A little bit of both. So know what type of trip you want to go on. For me, I'm always down for an adventure, so my trips are always adventure based. Okay. So once I know what type of trip I want to go on, then I go and do my research, get some inspiration, go on Instagram, TikTok, or even here on YouTube and also on Pinterest. Wherever you get your inspo from, that's where you want to go to find some trip ideas. So mainly I will go on TikTok, on here on YouTube. I get a lot of inspiration here. Okay, so once you get your inspiration, and also what you can do, while you're scrolling and you see some of these trips that you would want to go on, you can save them for later. So that's mainly what I do. I have a tab that I save every trips that I see, I save it on my bucket list so I know, okay, if I want to go somewhere, I also pull from that as an inspiration. So that's something that you can also do. Okay, so once you get your inspiration down, you want to pick your destination. Okay? Pick where you trying to go. And this is how I kind of pick my destination. I go to Google and I type Google flights. And from there, I just search for like flights that are going to different destination, and based off the prices, that's how I pick where I want to go. So if you guys want some more information on how I use Google Flights to find my destination, let me know down in the comments and I'll create a separate video talking about that. So once I get on Google Flights and I find my destination and find the cheapest flights and where I want to go, next thing I do is I check that country. Okay, you're gonna make sure you check the country, see if they need any visa requirements, because that's something you don't want to go book a flight and go somewhere and next thing you know you stuck, or they're sending you back because you didn't finish like your visa requirement and stuff like that that you actually need. Some places you can do visa on arrival, but some you have to do it like probably like 30 days or something before going. So make sure you check, look up the country, check and make sure there's no visa requirements, or if there's any, what's the procedure to get it. Once your visa requirements are done, you want to make sure too that your passport is up to date. Most of the international trips that I've been on, your passport has to be within 6 months, over 6 months. It can't be expiring. Oh, I can't speak today. It can't be expiring in less than 6 months. It has to be more than that, because they'll also turn you back, put you on a flight back home if your passport is going to expire. Okay, next. Next you're gonna book your flight. So the first thing that I always do is book my flight. That's the first expense that I pay. So I look for the most affordable flights using Google Flights, and I also use Expedia. So let me know as well down in the comments, and I will give you guys some information on how I use Expedia to book my flights. So book my flight. That's the first part of my budget. Get that out of the way. I know that my flight is booked. And what you want to do is add insurance to your flight. You want to add flight insurance because, hey, stuff happens. You don't want to book the flight and then you end up losing all your money because whatever happens. So make sure you add flight insurance so you're able to change the dates or cancel and get your money back or get flight credit or something like that. So after I book my flight, the next thing I do is apply for any visa. So if the country do require a visa, I go ahead and apply and make sure I get that out of the way. And it's good to apply early because sometimes there could be something like wrong and they need maybe additional information. So it's best to apply early so you can send those additional information and get your visa back before your trips. And most of these you can do online. It's nothing that you have to fill out or mail. Everything is online. The most I've ever paid for a visa was like $37. So it's not that expensive. Okay, next, after I apply for my visa, you want to go ahead and know where you want to stay. I look at my reservations. I use Expedia to look up places. So you have to decide if you want to stay in an Airbnb, if there's a lot of people, or if you want to stay in a hotel, or if you want to do like one of those little boutique hotels. It's up to you. So I make sure to look at reviews, see what people are saying about the hotel, like what's it's close to, is it clean, is it staff friendly, all of that. So I look into all of those, all the reviews, and then I open the maps on Google, look at the address for the hotel, see where it's at, open up my maps, and then see what it's also close to. Is the airport close by? Is it close to any of the activities that I'm going? Is there walkable stuff there that I can do? You know, is there close to any restaurants? So stuff like that I look at when I'm booking or when I'm looking for anywhere to stay when I'm traveling. Next, after I found my hotel and everything is good, you want to reserve it. Some of them allow you to reserve, and some you're just going to have to pay for it. But I tend to look for the ones that you reserve just in case. Because as I said, life happened. You don't want to pay for a hotel, and then next thing you know, something happened. But also, if you do have to pay for it, get insurance when you're paying for your hotel. So just in case, you also have that, okay? Right. Next thing, after I got my flights out the way, got my hotel out the way, you want to make sure you look good, okay? So you're going to plan out your outfits. Start purchasing your outfits, start putting them together, start knowing what go what day. That's what I do. You know, I'll put my clothes on, I'll take a picture of it. Okay, boom, I save it. I'm using this for this. Okay, I'm going on this activity with this. I'm going out to this club with this. I'm going out to this restaurant with this. So that's how I do mine when it comes on to my outfits. All right. And lastly, you want to make sure that the day when you're leaving, you have everything ready. So for make sure you got your passport, make sure the visas that you apply for and they get approved, you want to print out a copy of those visas. And also you want to keep a digital copy on your phone. What you want to do, you want to let your friends and family know that you're traveling. If you're able to, share your location so they can what you call it, see where you at all times. And you want to make sure you find out what the emergency contact is for that destination that you're going to, like what the number is for like the police station, the fire station, hospitals. You want to know where those are, because God forbid something happen, you want to know what to do in that situation. Okay? So basically, those are the things that I do when I'm traveling and how I plan my travel to make sure that everything works seamlessly. And I make sure to put everything down in my notes, put every single thing down in my notes. And I also plan out my days very specifically. If you want to also know how I plan my itinerary and how I plan out my days, let me know down in the comments and I'll go over and show you guys how I put my itinerary together and how I put all the links in so you can find everything that you're looking for on the day that you're looking for it. Okay? So don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to leave your comments and make sure to stick around and check out my other videos to see my other travel.